them to, now why do you write it yourself?
Yeah. So later on, one of the effects is going to be the word appearing on every card. And I've found, just from, again, Institute of Layman Studies, if I write it myself, they're more likely to believe that somehow it did get onto every card. But if they write it themselves, they're less likely to believe, they're more likely to guess that you're showing the same card more than one time. I found that if I write it, they're more likely to think maybe he carbon copied or somehow knew in advance or something.
Okay.
But if they write it, I find they tend to guess he showed the same card, which is what you're doing. So I write that word on just one of the cards. Then what I actually do is, while talking to them, basically I want to get the cards in the middle without them realizing. And I actually, there are many ways to do this, but while talking, I just flip them all down. I move one card to the bottom and then count in reverse, just as though I'm shuffling the cards. You know, I'm not making, this is while talking to them, so they're not paying attention. And then still while talking, I just do a double turnover to get them. So that then when they look down, they're just seeing this. You know, it's a non-happens. I'm just mixing them up and then showing their card again. Commenting on their word, saying I'm going to do 5 amazing things with their word. The first is turn the double face down. Standard ambitious card style. Put it into the middle. Leave them spread a little bit. Snap, pause, and show it's appeared on top. Again, very standard. You know, many routines have this. Ink is running a bit, but that's okay. Then, again, taking the top card, this time visibly flipping it down and putting it into the middle. And the nice thing about this routine, I always like to do a double turnover from a break. I don't like doing it without a break or a buckle, it just doesn't work for me. So every point in this routine, before you do a double, there is always a moment where the cards are spread so that you can square up and get the break. So I always structure it so that you always have that. You never have to kind of buckle or fumble for a break. It's always a nice big thing ready for when you're ready to do it. Second one, snap. Double turn over to show. So this is the reverse. The first phase was a double to get it there. The second phase is a double to reveal it. Show it again. This is a more dangerous position because it's a double card on the revelation. So I pause to let that register and go, even if, turn the double face down, even if we leave it on the bottom, and I keep the cards spread at this point, mime it moving up like stairs, it still comes to the top. And there's a pause there to let them go, you know, register, oh my god, wow. And then I say, actually, the reason why this is possible, now this is while talking to distract. It doesn't matter if they see this, but I don't want them really registering it. I pull off the top card and turn it face down, so the word card is on the bottom. And this is, I say, actually, I just made copies of your word on each card. And this is the point where, because I wrote it, this is maybe kind of believable. I actually made copies of your word on each card. Snap, frustration count, slow even beat, and also at this point, while I do the frustration count, as soon as I pull off the second card, I'm getting a break again in advance. So I've shown their word, again, shown their word on each of the 3 cards, while also at that point getting a break. And again, the frustration count is a very weak move. It's not a strong move. This is why I want the psychology of me writing it. And also I quite quickly now go into the next phase of going, but a second later, snap, the top card's blank, double turnover, turn back down, take off the top card, use that to flip the second card's blank, keep them spread, flip the final card is blank. And then this is the other thing I really like. I basically put that last card still face up, aligned with the bottom card, and then as I square them up again, I curl up and get a break between the top 2 cards. And then, so they're all blank, but to bring the word back, and I grab and do a 12 change on the top card. And the nice thing about this is, even with business cards, if you follow that sequence the way I did it, the alignment is perfect on the 12 change. And it just really, and you really focus on this area, word reappears. And then you just take this off, hand it to them, and everything is the way it's supposed to be. It's a clean ending. One that's really nice. So that's basically the routine. So it's a series of just visual explaining.
Okay.
So 3 business cards, a person has named a word and I've written it myself on the card, I make sure they're all the same way around. While talking, I flip them all over. Top card goes to the bottom, and then reverse count them, getting a break at that point. Is that shoulder?
Okay.
So reverse count. Still talking to them, turn the double turnover to have their card back on top as a double. So then say, okay, first thing, if we leave your card double turnover single in the middle, snap, it comes back to the top. That's one. Again, let them register, go nice and slow. Again, take the actual card, put it face down. Again, get a break, little finger break while squaring up.
So show me the break.
So around there.
Okay.
So it's always as the card goes in the middle, as I square up, it's just a standard curling up to get the break. Okay. And I use this in every phase. Get ready for it. Snap, and now it's a double turnover to show that their card has come on, and I maintain the break always with the double, so I'm ready to turn it back down. And even then turn back down the double and place it on the bottom but spread so they can still see it there. And I do a little tap, 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 and very slowly turn over to show it's jumped again. There's a pause here, so I say what's actually happened rather than the word jumping. Move it back down to the bottom. I've actually made a duplicate of your word on every card. Frustration count, getting a break there, while showing all three. But then very quickly, before they have time to think about the frustration count, because it's not very deceptive, snap, and the top card is blank, double turnover. Turn face down, single card, flip over the second one, second card is blank, and the bottom card is blank. And now, in that position, without moving it, you put that, so these two cards are still spread, you put that aligned with the bottom one, and again square them up, doing the same break-taking procedure. Then you grab at the bottom right corner. If a playing card, these would be the index corners. You grab the double card, ready to do the, I can't remember the mambo, 12 change, pushing around as you spin to make the word reappear. Hand it out, and you're clean and done.
Good, fine. Good, that's okay.